Until 1890s or so, most music in the world was live. You could only hear the same thing twice if you had a player piano maybe or some kind of music box. And it really changed music a lot when it could be recorded, because you could hear it over and over again, and you could make one copy, you could play it, record it once, and eventually make copies that would be heard all over. It did a number of things to music. It shaped the length of songs, since you could only get about 2.5 minutes or 3 minutes on first a cylinder or 78 RPM record. They were standardized. Songs suddenly became a standardized length. And then people would hear them and assume that that was the way songs should be. So everybody began to sing 3-minute songs because the technology did it, not because the music before had anything to do with 3 minutes. And similarly, there were other changes that happened with the limitations of the sound and certain things. Certain instrumentation became more important and possible in a wax cylinder that wasn't used before. You have a crooning voice that was important for radio because the radio mic could pick up a crooning voice better than a loudly projected voice. And so you have all kinds of ways in which recordings and other technologies have really shaped the music that we hear today. And the other things that happen is some of the diversity is lost. And it's not just diversity of musics in different parts of the world. There used to be orchestras used to have a certain sound in Germany, a different sound in England, a different sound in the United States, and most of that's gone today, partly because they're all listening to each other's recordings, and partly because of the technology of finding the best possible sound for each instrument and the idea that there is a perfection, and we should all share it. So some diversity is being lost. On the other hand, think of all the things that would never have happened if there hadn't been recordings. We would never have been influenced by musics of people that we didn't actually see face to face, and all kinds of things would be very different.